Hey guys, Mrs. Rainey here. I just thought I would do a quick little presentation on the Art 3 project that we're doing during our e-learning right now. So Art 3 is going to do fibers and textiles, student choice. Also make sure that you are turning in your work in Canvas. I'm going to go in here and show you guys if you're in your student view or if you're in Canvas. On the left-hand side, you scroll down to Assignments, click on Assignments, and it will say Upcoming Assignments. I'm actually going to leave, this was my Art 2. Do y'all remember Dragon Eyes? Anyways, I'm going to leave this, go back to Art 3. So when you're in Canvas, choose the Art 3 tile for your class. And then while you're in there, I'm going to go ahead and go to student view. So I'm looking at the same screen that you guys are looking at as students. You can see here the announcements. So recent video update. I did a video update yesterday. Hope y'all all check that out. And then no more progress pictures. So make sure you're not worrying about turning in a progress picture. Okay, and then assignments. If you go on the left side and click on assignments, you will see that you will have assignments. This says overdue assignments, but upcoming assignments. That is the best place to look, is to click assignments, go to upcoming assignments, and you will see here e-learning lesson, week of 323, your fibers exit ticket, then e-learning lesson, week of 323, rough draft or plan notes. Both of these, if you look, they're due March 29th. So right under the assignment, it'll say it's available until, and it's due March 29th. So it's available till April 1st because we can take grades up till 3 days late before we add late fees, or, well, we add late, take away late points, day one, I think, and then day two or whatever. So anyways, if something happens and you forget or whatever, I'm leaving the assignments open for a couple of days. So it's due March 29th. So your exit ticket this week, and I'll go over that in just a minute, what that is and where you can find it. And then your rough draft or your plan for your fibers assignment, those are both due this week on Sunday, March 29th, no later than 11:59 p.m. Then for your whole lesson, your whole final project, Art 3 Fibers and Textiles, is due on Sunday, April 5th. So I hope you guys can see that. I hope that makes sense. And then if you click in the assignment, you will be brought to the assignment itself. You can click here on that presentation. It tells you 3 grades total. I'm going to go back to assignments. And then let's scroll back to your exit ticket. It's going to tell you what your exit ticket is right here. So your exit ticket for this week, in 2 to 3 sentences, tell me something fascinating you learned about fiber art as you reviewed and researched ideas for this project. Okay, and we all know you just click that submit assignment button. You can submit something in text. You can write something on a piece of paper, snap a photo of it, or whatnot. But the big thing I want to make sure you guys know is that you can get to those upcoming assignments. Okay, so the next thing is, let's go to fibers and textiles. This is your assignment. All right. So you guys are Art 3. Y'all have done 2 years of fiber with me. You know what you're doing with fiber. So I decided that I was going to incorporate a lot of student choice into this assignment. So basically, I want to see you guys shine. I want to see you work with whatever materials you have access to. Since we're all home, we all have access to different materials because we're not at school. We don't all have the yarn we need to weave, or maybe some of you might have needle and thread, some of you might have yarn, some of you might not. So what are fibers and textiles? This screen here is just a review. You guys all had me the last couple years, so you have seen each of these videos. So if you want to review them, go ahead, click on them. You can review them there. Fiber art vocabulary: fibers, textiles, loom, weaving, warp, weft, selvage. Those are our vocab words. So these are all notes. This should all be review for you guys. from our yarn units and our fibers units from the past couple of years. Okay, so the next thing that I put up here was if you guys want to review the past fiber lessons and explore new ones, this is a place to do it. So you guys on the left side, you had your Weech All yarn peening. Everybody did that in Art 1. Hopefully y'all remember that. And then weaving we did last year in Art 2. So then on the right side, creating parabolic curves with string, then wall quilt fiber art. These are all hyperlinks to those, to different ideas of assignments. And then your independent research of fiber impossibilities, that's a hyperlink to Google. So, and what I was doing there, hopefully some of y'all got a laugh out of that. I just want you to know that the possibilities are infinite. They're endless. You guys have, the best imaginations and you're so creative. If you see something amazing that is some sort of art out of, yarn or thread or fibers, and you're like, man, I want to do this, and you have access to those materials to do it, go, do your thing. Okay. And then it says here, review past fiber lessons and explore new ones here. Complete the exit ticket in Canvas when you're done. So hopefully you guys remember where the exit ticket was and what the question was. When you click on that exit ticket, you can see the question. It'll ask you, to type out the fascinating things you learned as you researched. Now, if you want to see what happens when you click these links, let's see what parabolic curves are. Hopefully, you guys know what these are. You've learned about these in math, but I don't know if you know this or not. You can create parabolic line designs and curves by working with angles as I design a strong composition with fibers. So if you want to try and make parabolic curves, it says here, these are the instructions. So work on graph paper, how to draw out the final design in pencil. These are your requirements. If you try to do it that way, I'm going to be super loosey-goosey with you guys. If y'all have, a way to do this better, show me your stuff. I do like the idea of no knots being visible because, that kind of can throw off a design. But that's if you want to tackle parabolic curves, there's some really cool stuff on that. And then these are some string art examples. So you've got some bottom center, some words, some really cool ideas and things you can do there. So that's parabolic curves. If that interests you, go for it. Let's go back to our presentation, wall quilt fiber art. This is a great idea. I would have loved to have had everybody do this. This comes from the art teacher at Cobb Middle School. That last parabolic one came from Pioneer Heritage Middle School, Miss Lambert. Thank you so much for those ideas. And then at Cobb, Miss Tiagi, thank you so much for this idea. So this is a wall quilt fiber art project, okay, where you can make your own quilt, your own square. And I thought it would be really cool if everybody made their own square and we put them together as like one big quilt, but there's really no way we can do that right now because everybody's home and no two people have access to the same material. So, but if you're home, you have old sheets, old pillowcases, old t-shirts, whatever you want to make a quilt. This is a very lengthy slideshow in full detail about how to make a quilt and what the key features of a quilt are. And a lot of quilts are just put together patchwork, like square by square. So this assignment tells you, kind of like in this quilt, how you can make a quilt square out of, the found materials in your home. So next thing is, here's your independent research. So once again, guys, the possibilities are limitless. If you have a cool idea, as long as it's involving fibers, as long as you're making something, creating something, as long as it's school appropriate and it's artistic and it's utilizing the fibers and meeting this specification on this last page of the presentation here, I'm good. So your I can statement up at the top, I can create a 3-dimensional work of art using fibers and textiles. Don't be thrown off by that 3-dimensional. A quilt square is 3-dimensional, or a string art, a parabolic curve, that's 3-dimensional. A weaving is 3-dimensional. So it doesn't necessarily have to be big or huge or large. It just has to be, something that is physical that you're creating, that's not as flat as like a 2D piece of paper. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Your project specifications are free choice, using prior knowledge as well as information gained through exploration of new fiber art lessons and possibilities. Create a three-dimensional work of art using string, yarn, fibers, fabric, or textiles. Focus on form, balance, and symmetry or asymmetry. Have fun. I can't wait to see what you all create. And then again, and I can't wait to see what you guys do, because you guys are amazing and you blow me away. You still, even through this e-learning and distance learning, the sketches that you guys turned in from last week just blew my mind. So great job, everybody. Y'all are doing a terrific job. And I miss you. I wish I could see your faces every day. But seeing your artwork is also a great pick-me-up. And it's really been wonderful to see what you guys are creating, and I'm so glad you're still creating things at home. So 3 grades total here. Exit ticket, which we went over before, due 3/29 of 20. That's this Sunday. Project notes and your plan or your, sketch, either write down your notes for what you're going to do or sketch out a plan of what you're going to do. You guys know how this works. That's a minor grade. Both of those are minor grades. They're due, uploaded into the proper Canvas assignment on or before 11:59 p.m. this Sunday. And then your final fiber art project is due April the 5th. That's Sunday, April 5th of 2020. So hope you guys got it. And there you go. I can't see what you make. Bye-bye.